Well, good morning. I call these Monday talks Monday Morning Glory. It is Christmas yet. That is what one of my grandchildren said. We celebrated on Christmas Day with lots of our family. It was a great day. And then after church on Sunday, one of my grandchildren came up to me and goes, Poppy, it is Christmas yet. And what he meant by that was they were going to go celebrate Christmas with their cousins. And so it was still Christmas. It was Christmas yet. They had changed the question, is it Christmas yet, to it is Christmas yet. Well, it is Christmas yet for all of us. It is Christmas yet every day. The prophecy from Isaiah chapter 7 that said a virgin will conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. Matthew quotes again in Matthew chapter 1, saying that the birth of Jesus prophetically fulfilled that prophecy from Isaiah 7:14. Matthew 1:22-23 says, a virgin shall conceive. You will call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. It is Christmas yet because God is still with us. Jesus said he would never leave us. He would never forsake us. As he departed to go to heaven, he said, lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. He is with you right now. Do you remember when the shepherds came to Mary? And as the shepherds are sharing everything that the angels had said to them, Mary, it says in Luke chapter 2, treasured these things and pondered them in her heart. Mary had a lot of things to think about. This was God's son miraculously conceived within her. And the reason that the Christmas story, that it is Christmas yet, is so meaningful is because of what Jesus was going to do. If the things that Jesus did had not been done, we probably wouldn't be remembering Jesus. You'll recall what Simeon said when they went to dedicate Jesus in the temple 8 days later. Simeon said this child's mother and father marveled at what was said about him. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary, these are powerful words. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary, this child, Jesus, is destined to cause the falling and rising of many in Israel. This child, Emmanuel, which means God with us, is destined to cause the falling and rising of many in Israel. And not just in Israel, but every place on this planet. And to be a sign that will be spoken against. And obviously Jesus was spoken against. He was eventually betrayed by friends, crucified, and buried. So that the thoughts of many hearts will be revealed, and a sword will pierce your soul too. What was that sword that was going to pierce Mary's soul? Well, she was there when Jesus died on the cross. But guess what? Jesus came out of the grave that he had been buried in. That's why God is still with us. That's why it is Christmas yet. That's why this message of Emmanuel, God with us, is so important. We're going to talk more about the idea that it's still Christmas this week in these talks. We'll be back for Wednesday morning metal and Good Friday mornings this Friday, but just this thought today on Monday. God is still with us. He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. Jesus said, I am with you always. It is Christmas yet. May you be one of those that the message of the gospel, the message of Jesus, as Simeon said, will rise you up and not cause you to fall. Don't stumble at the message of Jesus. Allow the message of Christ, the message of Christmas, God with us, to raise you up through salvation. If you want to talk more about that, you can contact me through our church's website, Christ Community Church, Lawrence, Kansas, www.ccclawrence.org. All my contact information is there. Let's continue this conversation. Just know this, God is with us, Emmanuel, and it is Christmas yet. God bless you. Have a great rest of this day and week.